Hi everyone, this is your daily guidance for July 25th and your self-awareness game if you decide to work with them in that way. And the three cards that we have today are Discipline, Prayerfully, and Notice Your Choices. So let's read them and see what resonates with you as I'm reading them to you. What feelings or memories come up? So the contemplation card is Discipline. Discipline can be associated with punishment for breaking some form of social rule. It can also be a description of a system of rules, such as the discipline of medicine. Discipline can also be a choice to regulate a behavior that has become unhelpful to us, or to establish a behavior that enhances our sense of joy, freedom, and well-being. So, the idea with these cards is for you to reflect generally, easily, lightly. When you talk about discipline, or when I talk about it, what memories come up for you around that in your life? How has it affected you? How has it been applied to you? And how do you apply it? And just kind of notice what comes up in your day whenever you use this, and see how it's presented to you in other people's stories or in terms of things that are happening to you directly. Now, the energy we're being asked to embody is prayerfully. And this is a cool one because there's lots of options. Again, as I'm reading this, notice what comes up in your body. What feelings do you have? Prayerfully. This can mean actively praying or invoking the support of a divine presence. Alternatively, it can mean letting your mind and actions reflect an attitude of acceptance of, or at least the possibility of, a higher power which is there to guide you. It could be maintaining an awareness of something sacred or mystical and acting with the acceptance that it's present even in the most seemingly mundane activities. You choose. Maybe it's all of them. So again, if you think about prayerfully and you consider what those different possibilities are in terms of how you might apply it, they all have different sensations, or they could potentially all have different sensations for you, depending upon where the image or the action is positioned in your history. So just see what comes up and notice what happens with your breath, your posture. Those are two key things to notice as you're changing energies. How do they change? And you can use this as a way to deliberately bring yourself into the observer and also the acknowledgement of something sacred, whether you have a template for it or not. Now, the awareness activity we're being asked to work with specifically is notice your choices. Notice each time today that you reject a reason to feel happy, loving to yourself, kind to someone, or calm. What do you choose instead? Please note that the operative word is choose. Say to yourself, look at what I'm choosing. Why am I? What's the benefit? How and what can I choose instead? And you know, I find this one really fascinating, especially when you link it to the discipline card, because the discipline card's talking about either cutting something out or adding something in. I might look at this and say, ooh, if I've set something up that's for my best interest, that's for my well-being, like, say, for example, taking vitamins, just an example. If I don't do it, why am I not doing it? Can I ask that question? What is my choice there? Because that is being kind to myself. Taking my vitamins, nourishing my body is a kind and loving thing to do to myself. So when I don't do it, why? What am I doing instead? And can I investigate that? And what I love too is like the whole concept of prayerfully and the sacred. It's really bringing us back to, my goodness, why would we not discipline ourselves to take better care of our bodies, our temples? How can we use the energy of prayerful to help support us in the positive self-discipline? Okay? I'm going to leave you with that. I'm sure there are many other possibilities for you to use these with, and in ways that are specific to you. Let your imagination and your creativity play with them, and just be free to take it into your life in whatever way works for you. These are meant to be suggestions and a loose framework that you can apply to yourself. Okay? Let your intuition and your higher conscious mind speak to you through these. I leave you with that, and I wish you a wonderful day. Much love, and thank you for stopping by.